What's up? Have you ever wondered what it's like to stream or record without interruption? Well, I got you. Watch this intro. And if you want to learn more, watch till the end. You might learn a thing or two. There are a countless number of times when my wife just barges into my room just to say,
"Hey baby, I love you."
I mean, hey, I love her and all, but I'm doing my thing. I'm in the middle of my recording. I know, I'll hurry up. So what I had to do is create this. I hit a button, I record on OBS, and the lights turn from blue to red. Now every time she walks past my room and she sees the red glow of the LED lights underneath the door, she'll realize that I'm doing my thing and not to interrupt me. And when I'm done, I press the button one more time and I end the recording and the lights turn from red to blue. This is the button I just used. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to delete it. And once I do that, we can start fresh. I will open up a new web page. And we're going to search for IFTTTT. 3 T's, if this, then that. And you're going to hit enter. You're going to get the search results. Click on it. It's the first one. You're going to go this is the page you see when you're already signed in. I'm already signed in, so I'm going to log out. And when you log in, when you're fresh, just log in with your Google account. As so, you're going to click on My Applets. And as you can see, I have 2. One for recording, which is a red light, and recording off, which corresponds to the blue light. As you can see, you can only get 5 free applets. I'm using 2 out of the 5. You can get 20, but I'm not going to pay for it. Everything I use online is free. So I'm going to start over, delete these 2. You click on them, then you archive them as so. Same thing for this one. I'm going to click on it, archive it. And I'm going to start fresh. Click on My Applets, and as you can see, there are none. Create applet. If this, what you do is you type webhooks. Click on webhooks. You're going to want to click on the JSON file. You can do the web request, but it's easier in my experience with the JSON file. Go ahead and give it a name. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to call it red, since we will be turning the lights red. Then you're going to choose a service, like Philips or any other of these services. The service I'm using is Govee, if I can spell correctly, and click on Govee. And you have all these options here, what you can do. You can turn things on and off. You can set the brightness. You can arm, disarm. I think that's for alarms. I mean, the sky's the limit here. So for the sake of this tutorial, I will be setting the light color. I have my account name blurred out on top, but that's for the first box here. Make sure you have your email account all set up through the service, through Wi-Fi. Second box here is for the device that's hooked up to the account. I have this other light strip, but for now I'm just going to use this strip. And the color is going to be red. We create action. We're all set up here. We continue. That's the name of this action here. We finish it. And we created an applet. That's the first one. Second applet, let's create it real quick. Is this webhooks. Big JSON file. We're going to call this blue since it'll turn the light to blue. Then that. Our service is Govee. We're going to set the color. We have our account linked up. We're going to do the strip. And these are all the colors you can choose from. They're pretty basic. But the second one is going to be blue. We create action. We continue. We finish it. And now we have two applets. We might as well click up on the right and go down to my services. Go down to webhooks. Click on settings. At the very end of the URL at the bottom, after the slash, we're going to highlight that. Control C, copies to our clipboard. We have both of our applets. We're going to go ahead and open up the Stream Deck software, make sure it's all set up. We're going to go down to custom IFTTT, but I don't think this will be in here when you originally set Stream Deck up. So we click on the keyboard. We go ahead and search for IFTTT. I already have it installed. You might need to install it yourself. It'll come up as custom right here. Drag your IFTTT into a square. Give it a title. And let's just practice. Let's make sure this trigger works. We will call this red. The maker key, this is where you Control V, paste what we copied from the My Services tab earlier. It's already on here. It's already saved for me. So I'm just going to Control delete it just so you guys can see. Control V it. At the bottom, make sure this is the right name inside of the quotation marks, red. Make sure you spell it right. And in my experience, you hit enter once you're done spelling it correctly, so it can read it. And let's check this out and make sure it works, huh? And this is the button we just created. I know my wire management needs help. This is the button we just created from blue to red, and it should turn red. Now we just rinse and repeat. Do this one more time. Drag an IFTTT in there. We'll go ahead and call this blue. Same thing, call it blue. Use the maker key. And the event name is blue, and make sure to hit enter once you spell it correctly so it can pick it up. And let's go ahead and try this out. And this should go ahead and turn from red to blue. This is the second button we created. And here we go. Nice. Now, all we have to do is go down to the tab that says multi-action. I don't know if it comes with the program or not. You might need to add it, but there's something called a multi-switch. Multi-switch has 2 tabs within it. When you press it, it does a certain action. When you press it again, it does another action. As you can see on top, there are 2 actions, 2 tabs, one corresponding with each action. And let's see, so we're in the first tab. All we gotta do is name it, all right? So we don't get confused. And then we'll go down to OBS Studio. You have all these functions here, and you want to get the record function to start recording. We go back and we copy the red because we want to turn the lights red when we hit start record. So we go back into the actions down here. Right underneath it, we paste our applet action. We're going to the second tab, record. Make sure you put this on stop so we can stop the recording. Maybe give it a quick name. It's up to you. I like to do that for everything, just so I don't get confused. Go back. Copy the blue applet function. Look at the actions. Go on the second tab. Then we want to paste it right underneath it. Sorry about that. And we're all set up. The final thing I like to do is I like to add an image so I don't get confused when I'm looking at my Stream Deck. Sometimes I'm in the moment of streaming. We'll go through these options here. And it's freezing on me. Okay, I get it. We'll go down. For the sake of this tutorial, I'll pick the green one. And now for the final test. So as you can see, that is a button we just created. The green button, I press it once. Hey wife, I'm recording. Leave me alone. Lights are red. I press it again. Hey, what if I'm not recording anymore? You made it to the end. Good for you. Now beat the out of that like and subscribe button.